league leaders, the Raw, up against the Glory. Simon Hill travelled to Brisbane this week to investigate the key reasons to the Raw's success this season.
So 14 weeks into the season, and it's Brisbane Raw who continue to set the pace in the Hyundai A-League.
Lovely stop by Brisbane again. Wonderful.
Am I where I thought we would be? I'm greedy because I look at some of the games that we've played and we should have picked up points in.
Matt Smith holds his head in his hands.
What improvements could have been made?
We're trying to integrate a front six that is interchangeable. I think that could be running a little bit smoother than it actually is. Defending starts from the front. We need to get better at that. Some of our pressing. We played at home against Adelaide the other week and our pressing was very poor.
Elsey rising! Oh, Jordan Elsey!
The defeat against Adelaide was just the Raw's fourth of the campaign, a marked improvement on the 7 suffered this time last year, as the then champions sunk to 9th spot on the ladder.
What's important is the plight of the club. We're on the bottom end of the table where we don't want to be, and we need to be forthright in our assessment of what's gone on. I think we've got the dressing room in a good shape now in terms of morale, whereas it was a little bit fractured before.
There was a feeling of entitlement around the place, and there was sort of a group over here and a group over there, and there was no real focus.
What went wrong, do you think?
I guess we got ahead of ourselves, to be completely honest.
Would you say it was almost a little bit of arrogance, or is that too strong a word?
No, I guess describes it pretty well. It's a harsh word, and if you have to apply it to yourself, it's always a bit weird, but I guess that's what we were like as a team.
You know, football is a results-based industry. There's an expectancy from the fans that we do it with style, and that's close to my heart. I believe that the game is about entertainment.
Petratos lets it run. Broich tees it up. Miller drives it. Goal, Brisbane. Beautifully worked.
That kind of goal gives me great satisfaction. It gives me a glow if I feel that we're playing football at a good tempo with incisive movement and incisive passing and with the finish to boot.
It takes a lot of effort to actually make it look effortless, if that makes any sense. So the movement, the rotations, takes a lot of hard work and a lot of running. After the victory game, we were still absolutely wrecked. Everybody was so exhausted. It's a bit deceiving, I guess.
So the swagger is back after a period of self-reflection, enforced by the coach.
He was holding up a big mirror, and everybody got to look pretty closely at what they were doing. We needed that big wake-up call, and everybody knows it's not easy to turn something around mid-season. But at least we had the right attitude back, and even now we're keener than ever to actually prove that we still got it in us.
But if Brisbane are to go on and scale the heights of the past, one player remains a crucial component.
That's how easy it is for the best goal scorer in the Hyundai A-League, Besart Berisha.
When questioned about Berisha's proposed move to Adelaide during the transfer window, the response?
He's under contract at Brisbane Raw right now. End of the story.
Was telling. And tonight, the response on the pitch will need to be equally firm.
I'm looking for us to improve, certainly, on what we did in the first half. First half was not up to our standards. We know that. It was just tempo. We intend to go out against Perth very, very strong. If you remember the Western Sydney game, that's what I've spoken to the players about. That's the kind of intensity I expect from the beginning of every game at home, because our fans deserve that, and it is what we actually want to try and do.
Thanks to Simon Hill and the Brisbane Raw, and you'll see them in action straight after tonight's first game up against Perth Glory. This is going to be an absolute cracker. Well, if you haven't heard